Well, hello everybody. We're here at Garmin with Benjamin Hugg. So we are here looking at the G3000 PRIME. Now this has already been certified in the PC12 PRO and
the TBM 980.
The TBM 980. And
it's also been announced in the Citation CJ4.
And the CJ4. So right now there's a jet simulator behind us. I've never flown a jet, either real or on a sim. We're going to jump in there and play around with, mostly just showcase the avionics.
Yeah,
not my ability or lack thereof. Okay. And Benjamin's going to walk me through everything and make sure I don't make too big of a fool out of myself. And then we're going to take a tour of the facilities after that.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm just happy to bring you guys along today and show you what I get to work on during my job. And G3000 PRIME, which is a flight deck, we're really proud of.
Now, has that been your focus here? Is the PRIME?
So my team, which is Aviation Human Factors, primarily deals with the design of G3000 PRIME, and we did all the design for it. And we deal with the user interface, the user experience. So we create the visuals of how it's going to look, and then we also study, the interaction with the system and try to make it as usable and as easy to use as possible. This simulator here, we'll used to fly it ourselves. We'll also bring, pilots in, or, who are representative users of, like the PC12 PRO. We have them fly the flight sim, and we conduct usability tests or usability studies, and we watch how these people interact with the system. We can catch a lot of, usability issues or design flaws early on, and make those changes to improve the flight deck before, we ever release it and send out to a customer.
So the first plane to get certified for the PRIME
was the PC12 PRO.
So it's still a relatively infancy stage.
Yes.
And so
it's very new.
As things get going, and, I've got a lot of feedback I'm going to probably have on this to make it more user friendly. Well, I'm still the old knob and twist, so touch screens is going to be a little foreign to me. So anyway, all right. Well, we're going to jump up in the sim and play around with it, and then afterwards take a little tour of the grounds.
All right. So here's G3000 PRIME. We're going to start all the way from JAWK here, do a flight over to Kansas City downtown.
Okay.
And I'll walk you through, and I'll have you kind of do everything here. And I'll guide you a little bit, let you also try and figure out some of the interaction with the system, and I'll point out some cool things.
Okay, sounds good.
In this airplane, we always start off in this initialization page, where we kind of go through and step down through these tabs here and fill in all the basically required information for our flight. So we're starting here in the databases, and any tab here that has that little asterisk there is showing that there's a required field in that tab that you need to complete.
Okay.
And if you just want to go flying, you're happy, you can always bypass all the remaining items.
No, we can walk through.
So let's walk through it. So it's all touch screen, right? So we have 3 primary display units. Everything's touch screen, edge-to-edge glass. And these are 2 secondary display units. You can pretty much do anything from each display, although you'll see that most of our applications are actually on the SDU. All right, so let's go ahead and just interact with it how you would with your iPad or your phone. So there's something in this tab. Let's keep scrolling down there in that page. So there we go. So we have our active flight plan. So we can go ahead and put that in. If we had a flight plan that we put in on Garmin Pilot Web, you could go to this import flight plan. You can also pull it from ACARS or something that you've saved.
Okay.
You can pull it from the cloud. If you had it on Garmin Pilot Web, it would show up here. So you can just show up your airplane, boot it up, pull in your flight plan, and one less thing to enter. But yeah, let's go ahead and put that in. So our origin's already there because it knows we're at JAWK.
Okay.
So Kilo, it's MKC. Trying to use the pilot alphabet and messed up. All right, so we'll keep adding some stuff. Let me find a common route that people fly. Let's see. Emporia and then the JHAWK 8 arrival.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. Add a waypoint or route.
Yep.
EMP.
Correct.
Okay.
And then we want to add the JHAWK 8 arrival, which is a procedure. Right?
Okay.
So
Arrival.
Yep.
And that's the
JHAWK 8 arrival.
Okay. From Emporia.
Transition, yeah.
Okay.
And we can assume a runway based off the winds that they have there right now. So it looks like runway. Actually, looks like runway 19 or 1 will work. Runway 19 has an instrument approach, whereas runway 1 doesn't.
Okay.
So we can hit runway 19.
That'll work. Load.
Yep. And we have these things. So see this button up here?
Mm-hmm.
It's called a linked view. So if you press that map button, that little toggle button up there, what it'll do is it'll shoot a linked view up to your primary display unit.
Right.
And you can, so while you're putting in your flight plan, you can preview it.
Just to make sure everything looks
Yep.
right. Oh, I love the touchscreen. All right.
All right, so if you're done with that, let's go ahead and hit done.
All right.
And let's keep, we have our cruise altitude. Let's do flight level 230 for today.
Okay.
So let's go move on to the next thing, weight and fuel.
Okay.
And here we have our weight and balance. So we can set all that. It just needs the fuel on board. We have sensors on here, so you can just hit sync to sense fuel. Yep. So let's go ahead and go to the next tab. Let's keep working our way there. So go ahead and here, tap on Jabbar there. Hit the little METAR flag, the little green one.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
And there we go. So winds are variable at 3.
Okay.
So I'll let you go ahead and pick which runway you think we should take off on.
Also,
so anything that has rounded corners and is a button. And so like this is a button, right? This is, but see this has squared off corners, so it's not touchable.
Okay.
You can take off a 1.8 or 3.6.
Okay, 3.6.
So which one would you, okay, so let's put that in.
Oh, you just put it in here. Okay.
And there we go. Intersection takeoff, no.
Okay.
There's the declared distance for the runway. And it's not raining today, so the surface conditions are dry.
And the asterisk here is for what?
Yeah, it's because the winds are variable. I don't think.
Okay, okay.
So let's set it to 2.9 or 8.9. You have a knob as well, or you can just touch it. You get a keyboard. Press your arrow.
Okay.
Put in 2.9 or 8.9. And press that linked view there.
The diagram?
Yep. Okay, so there you go. That's how much runway is required for takeoff, and that's our margin remaining.
Okay.
And I think, and it gives us our speeds here. So you can go ahead and hit accept speeds, and it's going to post our V speeds up there.
Okay, so that's right here, right?
Yeah. So V1 92.
Okay.
So if we have an emergency, before V1, we'll abort the takeoff. V2 is our single engine climb speed. Oh, sorry, that's VR. There's V2's our single engine climb speed, and there's our VE and R. There's also this feature called emergency return there. So hit the emergency return tab. So what you could do is preset your emergency return and your, you could pick an approach. You could pick the runway you're going to land on, and you could do all your landing perf calculations. So if there is an emergency, right after takeoff, you lose an engine, there's a medical emergency, all you have to do in the flight plan is hit one button, activate emergency return, and boom, it'll put your new flight plan in automatically for you. It'll put in the new landing performance calculations. It'll post your V speeds. Okay. And it's all done so in a single pilot jet, like a CJ4, right? It's a big workload reducer. Single pilot IMC. Hit one button, it's all done for you in the event of emergency. So that's a really cool feature.
Well, with the winds at 3 knots and variable, you just turn around and land on 1.8.
You could, but if we're taking off an IMC, right?
Okay. Well, then if you're taking off 3.6, you would just go straight out and do the procedure turn for the ILS for 1.8.
You could, yeah, and you could set that up, right?
And you can set that up right now.
Yep.
Well, that is pretty cool.
Let me just give you a quick brief on these displays up here. So here you have your PFD, and it's split right now. You can hit the full split button up there. You can get a full screen PFW.
Okay.
Primary flight display.
And that takes you back.
Split it again. Yep.
Okay.
Also, all of our if you want to change anything on any application, it's usually going to be found within the context menu. So you can get to all your PFD menu there, all your options. Same thing for the map. So if I wanted to do something on my map here, let's say I didn't want to see traffic, I could turn it off right here, right? Or if I want a VSD up, you can get that there. Any of my terrain and radar options, if I want to see terrain on the map, my onboard radar, data link radar, which is like your FISB, NexRad. You could just do it all through here. Right, map detail slider. So it's all here.
It's a lot, but it looks like it's relatively intuitive once you kind of walk through it.
It works like something you're familiar with, right? So like same thing here, right? We have our little apps down here. So these are like the common apps you might want to use that are just there for you if you need them, right? So if you want to go to traffic really quick, just press down here.
Oh, so you don't have to go through a menu and scroll down into the
sub-menus.
Right? Okay, that's all over there.
So we got rid of that home page on Prime, and you just come here and pick here's all the apps you can get on your primary display unit, and you can see all the names of every application here. So if I wanted my flight plan up here, I would just select it there. But these are here because, you know, different airplane manufacturers can choose which applications they would like if they think one would be more important for their customers.
So that can be customizable then for either the manufacturer. What about individuals?
No, it's typically locked for individuals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and you know, nice reliance on the icons here, and you kind of get used to these icons, especially as you fly a lot. You'll learn to use them, and if it's new to you at the beginning, right, you can always go into the app selector here, and pick what you're looking for. Right, we have the titles for all of them, and there's crew profiles. So if I want to have a different preset for my cruise phase, I can set up the displays how I want them, save that as a preset, and I can just come to presets and hit I want preset 1, and it'll select all the apps that I determined I wanted for that preset. Shall we go flying here?
Let's go.
One more thing I'll point out is the checklist app. So if you press that button there, just make sure it's the one, it'll pull up your checklist. And if you keep clicking it, it'll go through the checklist. All right, flaps for takeoff.
Okay, right.
So for these flaps, make sure you lift it up first and move it into the takeoff position. It'll sit down.
There we go.
There you go. Speed brakes do the same thing. So one time you use speed brakes, you'll just lift it up, and then you can move it.
Okay. All right. So we're good there?
Yep.
Hydraulic pressure.
Oh, and it checked flaps for takeoff because we set it into the flaps takeoff position, and it knew.
Oh.
So it automatically checked it.
Okay, so it knows if you're trying to skip something and not do what you said you did.
Or it'll automatically know, hey, you've already covered it.
Okay.
One less item for you to hit.
Okay, I got you.
Transponder. So transponders right here. You can go and squawk 34, 35. Pressurization. So here's our pressurization one. So let's press on that. And go to landing elevation 02. So you can see it already knows we're going to MKC in the elevation.
Okay.
And it's set.
Okay.
So let's give it a little bit of throttle here. I can see we're rolling. Okay, brakes look good.
Your side?
We can start swinging a right turn to this side. I'm going to help you run checklists as well. So,
okay.
So you're not doing everything. So brakes look good. Flight instruments.
We're backing up.
So flight instruments, we can check. If you just press this synthetic vision system mode button right there.
Okay.
Once you have a second. We can go out of our exocentric taxi view and just check that everything looks good here, and then you can go back. And I put in a little taxi route there for you.
Okay. Boy, this thing.
Yeah. And I'll move us on to the before takeoff. So flaps are set, speed brakes are retracted. Oh, I lost it there. Trims are set for takeoff. They look good. Small movements on the takeoff roll
I
here
see
as well.
that. I'm overcorrecting a lot.
Sometimes it's a little squirrely on the runway, so
sometimes
keep that in mind.
it's squirrely on the taxiway.
Okay, you ready?
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and you can hold the brakes. Let's set about 60% N1 here. Just make sure all our engine instruments are in the green. A little bit more power. Take these to 60%. Keep it static heat's on, that's fine. And looks good. All right, go ahead and set full power here.
Oh, now set full power? Okay.
All right, you can release the brakes. All right. Left hand on the yoke there. There's V1, rotate. Nice. All right, pitch for your target there.
Okay.
Positive rate. You want the gear up? There you go. And we can go flaps up if you're ready. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do our climb checklist. All right, landing gear is up. Flaps are up. Yaw damper on. Autopilot above 400 feet. Exterior lights as required. We probably go ahead and I think our lights are fine for now. Throttles are in climb. Passenger briefing above 10,000 and altimeters cross-check once we get to transition altitude. We'll set it to 299 and then you do have you have trim here on your on your left thumb there.
Okay. I was kind of looking to see what that was.
All right, we're above 10,000. You can go ahead and get the autopilot on if you'd like.
Okay.
Yep, it's right there.
Okay.
All right. We're all good there. Anything you'd like to see or ask about? Ask away.
What about like weather radar?
Yeah, let's look at that. Let's pull up the weather radar here.
Okay. Oh, okay.
There you go. So this is our actual weather radar. We could also switch to using the data link weather, which is ours.
Can you compare? Or
yeah, split the screen here.
Oh, okay.
You can put one up on. You can put the weather radar up on yours and have data link up here.
Okay, so now we're on the arrival, the JHAWK 8.
Yeah, we're approaching it. So let's go ahead and pull up the chart for it. So make this full screen. Let's go ahead and pull up the chart app.
That's this?
Sure is.
Okay.
So after we level out here, we'll get VNAV armed. I'll show you how to do that. And we can let VNAV descend us down. Let's just make sure that all these constraints here are complying with this chart, right? Okay. So it looks like we have a constraint here at JHAWK.
At 12,000?
For jets landing north. We are landing actually south on 19er, right? Mm-hmm. So we should expect to be at 12,000 at Rugby. And if we look there,
we're at 12.9.
12.9. So let's go ahead and put in a constraint there.
Okay.
And at constraint at 12,000. Enter.
Oh.
Load. Oh yeah.
Okay. Load. Okay.
And now we have what's called a modified flight plan state, where it's asking you to execute the modification, right? Okay. And showing you what the modification was.
Okay. So
if you're happy with it, go ahead and execute that.
Okay.
There we go. And let's go ahead and load the approach that we were going to do, which is the let's do the ILS 19. You were there. You hit approach.
Okay.
You got to select which approach you'd like to do. Yep, there you go. The ILS 19. All right, and then we're going to be doing the transition. Let's see. Let's flip the that guy on.
Okay.
We are landing 19, right, straight in.
Okay.
Minimums. Let's go ahead and click that one more time, and it's going to cycle to the chart, and we can pick up the minimums from here. So ILS minimums, category C, which is probably what we are, is 1,004.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and put those in. Enter. Very good. And yeah, we can load that. Let's go ahead and we're getting closer to our top of descent. So let's go ahead and set our bug all the way down to, let's set it down to maybe 2,600 or 3,000 at Covry, which is our first approach fix.
How much?
All the way to 3,000.
Okay.
And we're going to arm vertical nav, so VNAV, just press it. There you go. So we have the V up there in green, which means everything's happy. And then we have path is armed. And then if you look on the map, we have a top of descent. when we're 1 minute out from top of descent, we're going to get our vertical deviation indicator showing up, and it should also say vertical track.
Okay.
Just to let you know that it's coming up.
Okay.
Okay.
And then that modification automatically went on the map too.
Yeah, so you can see our constraints in the map as well.
Okay.
Right? And you can see that we put that constraint in there. And then once we're on the approach leg and we're no longer looking at the arrival, what you can do is you can just refresh the app, and it should bring up the approach, or we can just switch to it. See, it's in our flight plan. So we can just go. It already knows we want the ILS 19, and it's already there for us.
Okay. So in any kind of turbulence, you've got a solid knob.
You do, and in the case of any touchscreen failure, so see this little zoom knob here as well also controls my pane focus. Mm-hmm. So I can go all the way over your display, and I can do stuff on there.
Oh.
I can move my pane focus back. So see, there's your window focus. So move it to where you want. So you can move it to your map there. Just move it left. Keep going one more. And now you have a zoom knob. So if you just zoom with that.
Okay.
You can do that. And then this middle knob is your cursor knob. So that'll let you move through all the options, and you can press it. And if you had let's say something happened and somehow these touchscreens failed, which they're very durable and very reliable, they're not going to fail. You have an alternate way to interact with the entire system. Or, again, you're in turbulence.
Oh, yeah.
You may want to interact with this instead of using the touchscreens.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some pilots who just like the physical
touch. Yeah.
They like the physical interaction with these, especially with the zoom knob. So there you go. So there's our VNAV vertical deviation is there. We're getting close to top descent here. And it's asking for a slower speed for 186. So let's throttle on back here. And then let's see, what's the baro at our destination airport here? Let's just check. Whether it is 2985. So we can preset it. So open the keyboard there for your baro and hit 2985 and then hit the preset button. There you go. Yeah, so if you interact with anything...
Oh, that depends on where you're at, right?
Yeah, so... There you go. You just tap, right? And you can also move it if you didn't tap in the right spot. You can do direct to. I can create a user waypoint. I can insert it into the flight plan. There's weather, airspace, details, VOR, or waypoint info on that VOR there. Waypoint info for the airport.
My gosh, it'd take you forever just to learn the capabilities of this thing.
And we also have, one of my favorite features is we have rulers. Also, if I just put that radial menu on like IXD, it gives me the distance, bearing, elevation as well.
Oh my gosh.
That's super nice. And I should be able to actually... when we get to NOAAs, I'll probably manually vector you.
Okay.
For the ILS.
Okay.
We'll have to switch our CDI from FMS to localizer, right? Flight deck's very simple.
Well, there's just a lot that it can do,
yes,
and so it's a little bit overwhelming, but it's also somewhat familiar and somewhat intuitive. But it can do so much more than what you see on the surface.
Yeah. And you do get, so the airframes that this goes in, right? The TBM 980, the PC12 PRO, like you will get training on those airplanes and how to use the avionics as well. So you're not going to get 1 hour with an instructor check out and go fly, and just be set loose in your PC12.
Well,
so there's definitely a higher level of training that goes into it. You definitely get some good time and hands-on experience with this system before you actually get let loose.
Well, even when I went from steam gauges to a G1000, I think I spent, 7-8 hours in the plane, going through that, and then I'm still learning stuff that it can do.
Oh yeah. All right, let's do pressurization checks. Let's just double check our pressurization there. That's cabin temperature. There's landing elevation. looks good, right? And our pressurization, the cabin altitude looks good, rate looks good, okay. Ice protection systems are as required. I don't see any clouds that we're going to run into, so we don't need any of the anti-ice on, so that looks good. So let's go ahead and grab the heading knob, and I want you to set 010. And because it's touchscreen, right, you can also just tap the heading knob, the heading button, sorry, and get a keyboard for it.
Oh, that's even...
So you can choose how you'd like to do it.
Well, if I thought about it.
Yeah.
But I'm still not used to looking at the rounded corners versus square corners.
Yeah. Okay, we're almost at NOAA's. After NOAA's, I'm going to have you, we'll descend and maintain 3000. How about we go ahead and descend and maintain 3000 now.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and select vertical speed. This is a weird mode controller. The vertical mode is separated over there, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and select, let's do 700 feet per minute descent.
Okay.
And then let's slow down at 210 knots. Yeah, it looks like it's already, we have to be at 210 at NOAA's. And then upon reaching NOAA's, you can go ahead and make a left turn to 010. And we also even have a button here, so now that you've turned it on.
Here's the hard way to do it, here's the easy way to do it.
Yeah. Well, that's only after you've turned on VS mode.
Okay.
So we won't let you bug any vertical speed that's not. Let's do 1,500 feet per minute here. Just get us down a little bit quicker.
We'll do it
Yeah,
the way
let's see you do the touch screen. Here we go.
Oh. You should just do
Yeah, I guess you didn't need to do the other
double zeros, okay.
There's a good little usability note, right? You're used to doing the zero, finishing out the zeros elsewhere, right?
Right.
This is a perfect example of what Benjamin was talking about when having a variety of pilots fly the sim with the G3000 Prime. When we were doing the 1,500 feet per minute descent, I typed in 1500 and it wouldn't take the last two 00s because they were already entered in there. So comment below, would you type in 1500 or just the 15 and omit the two 00s at the end if they're already in place?
All right, let's go ahead and switch our CDI source to Loc 1. Get ready for the ILS here.
Okay.
Very good.
Now this isn't showing us where we're at on georeference chart, is it?
We might, yeah, this one doesn't appear to be, oh, see, that was georeferenced.
Okay.
So there must, oh no, there we are.
Okay, we're just
we just
further
weren't on the
out.
chart yet.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's what I figured. Either wasn't scale or we weren't there yet. I think we're good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and run our next checklist here. Approach, landing data is confirmed. We have our approach speeds, 113, 106. Crew briefing, this is your landing. I'll help you out with flaps and gear when needed. Avionics flight instruments are set in, minimum is set 1,004 feet. Exterior lights, let's go landing light on. Flaps, we'll defer for now.
Okay.
So we'll wait on flaps here.
Now, should we get to approach speed after we're on the approach? Is that what the speed?
Keep flying that magenta speed for now. So you can see our flaps 15 and gear retraction speed, or gear speed, is 200 knots. So we'll slow down just shortly before glide slope capture, and we'll get gear down flaps 15.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
It's helping us slow down.
Runway insight.
So whenever you're ready, let's go gear down, flaps 15.
Do you wait for them or?
No, we're on the flap speed, so you can run.
Okay.
Yep, cool. All right, so flaps 15. Passenger briefing is complete, ICAS is checked. We got the before landing checklist. All right, let's slow down to 150 now. I got the field in sight.
I have a field in sight as well.
Would you like to go into hand flight?
Yeah, let's go for it.
So just go ahead and disengage from the
Right here?
button. Yep. You keep flying the flight director.
Okay.
Just keep slowing us down to 150. And then just remember to keep trimming. You're looking good. All right, speed checks. I'm going to give you flaps 35.
Okay.
Start landing flaps.
Boy, she ballooned a little bit.
Yep. Down to 113 for the approach, 106 when you get close to the runway.
Okay.
Autopilot, yaw damper are off. That's before landing check is complete. All right, I'm expecting butter on the first try.
Yeah. You saw my bad taxi, right?
All right, a little bit of throttle now here. A little bit more. That's good. Let's try that. I'll go to full flaps here. Let's see if that gives us a little extra. Yeah.
Okay, I'm at 107.
Looking good. And I'll get your speed brakes for you on landing.
Okay.
Right here comes the glide path. I'll go ahead and give you, we're nearly at minimum, so I'll go ahead and turn flight director off.
Okay.
All right, bring the power back a little bit. You can go to idle. Don't flare too early. It lands pretty flat.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, don't flare too hard. Yeah, keep flying it to the runway. Keep flying it to the runway. There you go. That's it. Hold that pitch. All right, speed brakes. Here, I'll be on the rudders. Yep. All right, not so bad. Good landing. Let's take a left here. We'll go to signature.
It was a little squirrely.
I'm task saturating you.
You are.
I'm testing you.
Okay, all right. Now, where are the pedos?
P/S.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Right over here, next to that Piaggio Avanti.
Okay, all right. I can dig a Piaggio there.
Yeah, you don't need to give it any brake in the turn.
Yeah.
Nose wheel steering's pretty good.
Can I hit the fuel truck?
You can. Get a nice little view of downtown.
All right, getting a little better at this, but it's.
I think you're just nervous.
Well, I don't know if it's
You
nerves
got a good
or.
feel for it now.
It just takes a little while to get used
right.
to everything. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I'll set the parking brake.
All right.
You can go off the brakes with your feet.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Good deal.
That was a little.
A little bit of a lot.
A little bit of a lot, and a lot of a lot.
Okay, so some of my chocolate chip cookies. We had to thank Ben for a great tour and a great experience here at Garmin. So thank you very much. And
I've had these before. They're really good.
Janis and I wish to thank Benjamin Hug and especially Garmin International for allowing us to come out and fly the Garmin G3000 PRIME Simulator. This system is going to revolutionize aviation avionics in the future as it becomes available in more and more different types of aircraft. And if or when it ever filters down into a piston version, I believe it's going to provide a greater situational awareness for all pilots as a whole. So anyway, a little bit different video than we're normally accustomed to doing. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.